The 2021 ISA schoolboy football season is in full flow, and so have been the number of goals scored in both the Manning and DaCosta Cup competitions. One school has withdrawn after being hammered. So could this cause a psychological impact on players, schools, and their communities? And is there the need for a rule change? Jamaican Brown explores the issue in part 1 of this story.
St. Mary's College being hammered 26-0 by St. Catherine High in the Manning Cup and Mount St. Joseph losing 20-0 to BB Coke in the DaCosta Cup have been major talking points in the schoolboy football season so far. Those scorelines have dominated conversations even more than the usual talks of the new stars of the competitions and the schools who could win. And they have had consequences, with St. Mary's College withdrawing from the Manning Cup earlier this week after conceding 39 unanswered goals in just 2 games. They were also beaten 13-0 by Woolmer's boys. Is there a psychological impact at play for the players, schools, and their communities with the embarrassing defeats?
Yes, we have had large scores in schoolboy football for decades. We also understand that there is a psychological impact on student athletes when they are quote-unquote mauled by their opponents.
ISA President Keith Wellington sought to point out that schools withdrawing after the competitions get underway is not new, but he notes they are encouraged not to.
We have measures in place to encourage students to schools to remain in the competition once they start. In the case of St. Mary's College this year, I think they had some serious issues, and we understand the position that they found themselves in, and we just have to move on from there.
Woolmer's coach Sean Fraser says St. Mary's College made the right decision.
I think they did the right thing because, they're young boys. It can demoralize them. It can affect their future also, As a young boy playing football, you don't want to be losing 26 love, 13 love. I think they did the right thing for them.
But not all are in agreement that St. Mary's College should have withdrawn, including Mona High's coach, Craig Butler.
There's a lot to be learned and gained from losing and losing badly. It must hurt you, but you must not give up. That is where I have a problem with the school withdrawing. They should never have done that. They should allow the boys to lose, learn from it and grow and come back next year. That's what this is about, and that's why they go to school. It's called Manning Cup for schools. So you're learning the game, you're learning from your mistakes, and you continue. And if the example set by those in charge is to, hey, we're withdrawing because we lose, well, maybe everybody should withdraw and leave one person, because only one person can win.
For St. George's College coach Neville Burtis-Bell, St. Mary's College may have been the victims of the current uncertain times.
Again, this season is just a rough season. I suspect they weren't training and they have youngsters, so it's not good for them.
So could a rule change help to address the situation? What is the ultimate goal? The possible answers in part 2. Jamaican Brown reporting for TVJ Sports.